everybody. Welcome back to Crafts by KMW. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get some inspiration and ideas from it, as always, and I hope you are having a very fantastic and enjoyable day. It is really dark and gloomy here, kind of rainy, so it's a great day to stay inside, get some things done, and a wonderful day to make a video for me. So I am making a video, and it's one of a couple that are either already on the channel or will be up soon, of some projects that I completed. If you're anything like me, you buy things that you want to use in a project, or you buy something that you want to make, and then you don't wind up doing it, and they just go in a room and are forgotten about for a long period of time, and you either never wind up doing them or using them, or you do after like years. And I'm really trying to break that cycle for myself. And I want to start using the things that I buy and making the things that I buy and getting the most bang for my buck. We spend money on all of these new products and items that we want to craft with, and it just drives me crazy when I don't actually use them. So this is one of the things that I got that I wanted to use and complete, and I did. And I just wanted to share it with you again to hopefully inspire you, give you some ideas. I would love to know in the comments if you do this kind of bookmaking, scrapbooking, journaling, and what you have done and what ideas you have for other projects. I love to get inspiration and share inspiration with others. So this book is a Heidi Swapp book, and it was featured in a haul video that I did a couple of months ago. It's very well made. The cover is very hard, thick cardboard. It's a nice, thick book. It has 24 pages inside, and it's nice, thick cardstock paper. And it has on the left, an opening for a photo. There was 8 squares, 8 circles, and 8 rectangles. And then on the opposite page is fully lined for you to write about the photo. So I thought this was a great opportunity for me to make a simple book that wouldn't take too long, and that I can really focus on the stories, on the ideas and the thoughts behind the photos. So I made this in about a week, which is really good for me. And I really had a lot of fun doing it. The book is themed revolving around love and love you more and more. So things that you love. And so in keeping with that theme, I wanted to include photos of things and people that I love, but also things that have inspired me, things that have helped me to grow, things that are important to me, events that are important to me, and just to really broaden it and allow me to write a lot and get that story down about some photos that I wouldn't normally include in a scrapbook. So you'll see some of those photos that you wouldn't make a scrapbook page about, but for this type of book, it's perfect. So the book was very plain in the cover, other than the decor items on here. So I just added some color with some chalk to the flowers and leaves. I added a little bit of color here, and then I added some Jelly Roll glitter pen to the outside of this shape to make it look a little bit more like a bottle cap. So on the inside cover and end paper, I just printed up some digital journal cards that I had in my stash, and just glued them in. I added some washi tape to this one, and then I did exactly the same thing on the back and used the same cards. And then for all the pages, so I'm not going to show you all of the pages. I'm just going to show you some of them. So you have the photo, and I was really happy to see that you could use different shapes. So this photo worked really well for a square opening, but some of the other ones I had were better for circle or rectangle. So it was really nice that this book gives you the option so you don't have to crop photos or try to cram them in to fit a certain space. Now, I actually used the openings, but you wouldn't have to. If you wanted to just paste the photos on top, you could definitely do that. I kept them very simple. I just added some washi tape for some decor. You could do a lot of other things with the rest of the page, but again, I just wanted to keep this a nice, simple, clean, and not time-consuming project. So I just left them more open and empty. And then on the right side, I did all the journaling. I used different colors of gel pen to make use of the hundreds of gel pens that I have. Most of these are Bic gel pens, and they are really nice. They don't have a huge range of colors. I think the largest set they have is around 37, 38 colors, but they are very high quality. They're very nice. They're click top, so you click to bring out the pen and then to retract it. So they're really nice pens. They don't break up or anything like that. You get nice solid color, and they dry relatively quickly too. So they're really nice gel pens for journaling if that's something that you're looking for. So this photo is a photo of my 520 Brutfuner set in my relatively new bamboo rotating caddy. And so with this picture, I talked a lot about my love of art and coloring and creativity and how it has impacted my life in a positive way, and how it's just made me a happier person. Coloring and having that creative outlet has just given me more to do, more to take up my time, and it's just made me a more positive, relaxed person. So I was able to talk about that in the journaling. So this next photo is of my little guy, Finn. And I just talked about, you know, how happy I am to have him. I've had 2 other cats before, and all 3 of them have had totally different personalities. They're all absolutely cats and have cat behavior, but they all have different personalities. And so it was really fun talking about him and his personality and the wonderfulness that he has brought into my life and the changes that he's brought into my life as well. If you've watched a lot of videos on my channel, you have seen him make an appearance in many videos. You've also heard me say, sorry about the noise, Finn's knocking things off the table. So he is very challenging, but he's one of my favorite pets, and I'm so happy that I have him. So this photo I included because this was a moment in time that was really important to me. This was my graduation with my degree, and it was such a relief and so much fun, but also sadness, because once you have a doctorate degree, there's really no other degrees to reach for unless you start over with something else. So it was kind of a letdown at the same time. So it was really cool to be able to journal about that and talk about that. This is my sister and her dog. And of course, my sister is someone who's very important to me. Our family is very small. Both of our parents have passed away. So it's basically just her and I. And I talked a lot in the journaling about our relationship and some of the challenges that we've had over the years. But it was really nice to include this photo because we are in a really good place now. So that was really fun. And I really, it really means a lot to me to be able to write really positive things about our relationship now. So this one is a photo of some geraniums, and these were out on my porch last year. My mom passed away almost 3.5 years ago, and she loved geraniums. She loved gardening. She loved flowers. She loved plants. She loved being outside. And every year since she's passed, I always have at least one geranium plant outside on my porch. And so I was able to talk about that and just some of the sadness that I feel, of course, because she's not here anymore, but how seeing the geraniums and knowing how much she loved them and how they made her happy makes me happy and gives me some peace. So really fun to journal about that. And you will notice, just as a little side note, how I'm kind of straining to keep, oh, there's a little cat hair in there, how I'm straining to keep the book open. The book is very well made, but it has a very thick spine. So this whole portion is sealed together. So the pages don't stay open at all by themselves, and you have to physically hold and restrain them to get them to stay open. So it's a bit of a struggle, and that definitely was one of the reasons why I wanted to keep this book as simple as possible, because it was just such a struggle to keep the pages open. And let me show you just a few more. So this is one of my favorite colored pages. This is a part of my first full book that I completed by Anastasia Ellie Caldereva. I have a video, actually 2 videos on the channel, full flip throughs of the book, one with my narration and one just a silent flip through. So you can check that out if you'd like to see the other pages in this book. So again, I talked about why I love this page and some of the techniques and things that I did that were a little bit different, and just talking about how nice it is to feel excited about a page that you complete. I know if you're anything like me, you probably look at some of your pages after they're done and think, that is not at all how I wanted it to turn out. So when a page turns out exactly the way you wanted or even better, it is really nice. And I just kind of celebrated that with this page. And then I'll show you one more page. So this is a page of my mom, me, and my sister at my graduation, my doctoral graduation party. And I just talked about, you know, the event, how nice it was. And it actually was a horrible night that night. It was icy, and many of our guests didn't come because the weather was not very good, and some of them had to drive quite a ways to come. And so we were missing many people who we had invited. So there was that kind of sadness, but overall it was so much fun, and it was just really nice to be together. And I really celebrated that. And now that my mom is gone, it means even more to me. So that's my my little flip through of my book. I hope you enjoyed it again and find some inspiration from it. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really means a lot to me and shows me that you like some of the videos that I am making. I'm constantly trying to make different types of videos around crafting and keep it fresh and new, not only for me creatively, but to show you some different things. So those thumbs up really help me to know what videos you like. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, I really appreciate it if you would subscribe. I make all the videos for you, and the subscriptions really mean a lot to me. I am still working on that first goal of 1,000 subscribers, and every subscription gets me a little bit closer to that goal, and I really appreciate it. And as always, please let me know if there are any videos that you would like me to make or that you would like to see. I really try to accommodate those requests. So with that, I will say thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a very fabulous day, a creative day, and of course, a very crafty day.